This morning we're going on the road, stepping aboard a historic ship that's earned a Hollywood spotlight after being featured in a popular movie. Tall ship Sloop Providence is Rhode Island's state-appointed official flagship and Rhode Island's official tall ship and sailing ambassador. It's also known as the ship that was used to film Pirates of the Caribbean. Our own Will Gilbert is there live this morning, checking out the ship for all of us to see. How's it going there, Will?
Well, welcome aboard, Michaela. We're live this morning on the Sloop Providence, and there could be worse places to be on a Friday morning, especially a morning like this. This is a pretty amazing ship, and we've got two guys who have been part of this ship's history for a while. One of the guys, James Kiker, he is the first mate over on this side, and another guy, his name is Robert Hutchinson, and he is a historian. He knows all about this. We're going to call him Hutch. How are you, sir? Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here today.
Nice to be here on the tall ship Providence.
Yeah, this is a pretty incredible vessel that we have here. Can you give us a little background about this ship?
Absolutely. It's a replica of a 1772 ship that was built by John Brown. It was commissioned by John Nicholas Brown, his descendant, built for the bicentennial 1972. And it's this wonderful ship. It travels the coast. It brings attention to all the youth of America. And it's a great time for all of us.
And the original ship has an amazing history.
The original ship fought in the Revolution. It's the first ship of the American Navy. It was commissioned. It was originally called the Katy. They called it the Providence. It was first commander was John Paul Jones. And many Rhode Islanders fought on this boat and enjoyed it until the very end, until Maine, where it was burnt and salvaged at that time.
And I know you are lucky to be on this vessel a lot. Life has got to be pretty good.
Life is good in Newport. But it's nice to bring history to life for everyone. Everywhere we go in this boat, people applaud it. They take pictures. They want to be part of it. And it's a Rhode Island ship.
Yeah, even just looking at the way this is, how beautiful the ship has been put together, really brings people back. I can see why they really want to be part of this and be out here.
Well, it's authentic. It's the cannon, it's the deck, it's the feel of the boat, it's the tiller, and it's unbelievable. You should see the top. When they're under sail, everyone wants to follow it.
I absolutely believe that. Even just coming out here this morning was pretty great. All right, we're going to switch it over here because, as we told you, this boat has been part of a few different movies. James Kiker, he is the first mate. Thanks for having us on board.
Well, thank you very much, Will.
All right, as we were saying, this movie's been part of Pirates of the Caribbean, not just once, but twice. I know you guys weren't exactly part of this or on the ship itself, but can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, this boat was in Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3. Some years back, and it was a great experience from the boat as far as we've heard. We were also in a movie called Something Whispered, which happened during Hurricane Sandy down in Mystic Seaport. We took the whole boat down there, the whole crew, and it was a fantastic experience. The boat's great to shoot on. It's very manageable and approachable, and it's not too big or too small. The crew loved us, and we just had a wonderful time with it. It was absolutely fantastic.
And you were telling me before, I was asking you why this ship, why was this ship picked? And you were saying because the movie companies do like it, because it's not a huge ship and it is easy to move around.
That's right. They came on board a couple of different times to take a look, take measurements, and really sort of get a feel for it. And not being oversized, but having all the historical significance and having the good shooting angles, as we found out. They really went for it, and they loved it. And it's manageable. It's not too big.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is really a great ship. Being first mate, not such a bad deal. Thanks so much. We are going to be talking to these gentlemen once again because there is a lot of things that go on this vessel, and you can even charter it for yourself and spend the night. We're going to get to that in just a little bit. So it's great to be here in Newport this morning. Back to you.
It's time now to go back out on the road to Newport this morning, where Will has been getting the scoop on the Providence Sloop. He has been live aboard the tall ship all morning, checking out the family fun that folks can check out this summer. How's it going, Will?
It's going great. We are on the official flagship of the state of Rhode Island, and that is the Sloop Providence. James Kiker, he's got the pretty tough job of being the first mate of this ship.
Well, thank you very much, Will. It's great to be here.
We're glad to be on board this morning. Now, obviously, the ship is pretty incredible. It has a lot of history involved. But what folks may not know is they can board this ship, and there's an acrobatic act that happens as well.
There is an aerialist named Nicole Rabb, who's also a mate on board, and she is a professional aerialist from Kansas City. and hangs from the course yard, the big yard underneath there, on rope and cloth and nets, and does a fabulous act. And people come around and watch her, and it's also just part of the program. Absolutely.
So this being on board here is not just about the ship itself, but a lot of fun family activities go on while you're on this ship as well.
That's right. It's all under the artofsailingproject.com. There are art activities on board. Kids love this boat, and parents love it because the bulwarks are so high that it's very safe for kids to run around, and kids just absolutely love it. They get on board, and immediately their eyes are lit up, and they just absolutely love it.
I can tell you, it's not just kids whose eyes are lit up. When we boarded this today, we were also all very happy. Talk again about the act that happens and how high exactly. I mean, because standing down here, it looks pretty high.
It is deceiving. Once you're up there, it is higher than you think. She is a very strong and courageous woman who dangles from there. She has music and it's choreographed. She practices. She has props. She was also part of a troupe in Kansas City with, I think, about 4 or 5 other aerialists. I think it's almost like a Cirque du Soleil thing. It's incredible to watch with the music, and it's very elegant. It's incredible. It's hard to describe. And
I'm sure a lot of the people who get on board here are surprised, actually, when she does go way up there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everybody's sort of mesmerized, with that music going on, and the way it's choreographed to the music. It's really mesmerizing, I guess is the word you want to use. Yeah.
Well, it's pretty incredible being on this vessel today and being here in Newport Harbor with you guys today. A great way to spend a Friday morning. Now, what a lot of people don't know is you can stay below deck. We're going to show you below deck. We're going to get a little more history about this ship coming up in just a little bit. Back to you. We're actually below deck on this great ship. We're aboard the Sloop Providence, and we're here with 2 of the guys, first mate and one of the guys who knows so much about the Sloop Providence itself. Robert Hutchinson is here. All right, so we are below deck on this pretty incredible vessel, but there is a lot of history behind this.
There's a fabulous history in this boat. She was fast. John Paul Jones said, "Give me a fast boat, I'm going in harm's way," and she always has been. This aft cabin is comfortable, but this is where the captain stayed. The crew lived a much different life, believe me.
And while we're in here, and this looks pretty comfortable, if you are the captain of this ship, it looks pretty comfortable in here. The crew is actually back the other way, right?
The crew is forward in bunks. It was kind of like a class distinction at the time. Everybody wanted to be aft and a share of the profit, but there was a lot of work to be done. And that's why rum was provided and enjoyed.
Where's our rum today?
It's before noon.
All right, and what a lot of people may not know about the Sloop Providence is you can also stay on this, which for anybody it's got to be just great.
Yeah, you get to stay in the aft cabin, and it's really a special experience. You have a large window, and it's the great cabin. It's the captain's cabin. And in the morning when the water is really calm and you're floating, and it's just a very special experience, you can book it for up to 4 people. And again, through the artofsailingproject.com, or call up, or maybe book it. Absolutely, there's a full galley down below, and it's fantastic. Yeah.
We were talking upstairs and saying that recently there was a family on here. They had a couple of young kids. Yeah. They set up hammocks. If I was a young kid and I was to get on this ship, you'd be dragging me off.
Well, you have a couple of 9-year-olds running around in pirates outfits, with plastic swords. I mean, what could be better, right? Especially 1 or 2 nights with the kids. It's a great special, even like a family team building. Is sort of how I would picture it, and my kids love it.
If someone wants to come on here, if someone wants to take a tour of this ship, how do they go about it?
Well, it's readily accessible. There's a phone number on the website. Both websites, tallshipprovidence.com, also, again, artofsailingproject.com. You can call Nicole, and she can arrange it for you. It's all very safe, Coast Guard inspected, completely outfitted, perfect, and just call her. Yeah.
And anybody can come on. The kids would love this. A perfect day like today, as we've been saying all morning long here in Newport. This is the kind of day you want to be on.
That's right. And I'm going to be hard getting you off the boat, I can tell, Will. Yeah, absolutely. They have a great time. Everybody who comes aboard just seems to leave rejuvenated.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for having us on today. It has been a great day here in Newport this morning aboard the Sloop Providence. Back to you.